the Presiding Bishopric will continue to make fiduciary decisions as the financial trustees for the retirement plans. First, we will continue to work with retirement benefit consultants, taking actions to lower the church's obligation while giving some participants options they might prefer, such as special lump sum offers. These actions will be mutually beneficial to the participants and the church. Second, we need to make sure enough assets are available so the church is always able to pay the retirement benefits. As President Veazey said in his sermon on Sunday night, we will meet the Bridge of Hope retirement responsibility not because we have to, but because we love them, and them is our retirees. Therefore, World Church leaders are implementing a minimum balance for the affiliate investment pool and other investment accounts around the world for which the church, through the Presiding Bishopric, is the legal owner of the funds.
The minimum balance is the amount that must be maintained in each account so that we have reserved the maximum, and I repeat, the maximum amount that may be needed for our retirees. The account steward, such as the congregation or mission center, will continue to benefit from interest earned on the total balance in the account. Let me repeat that because that's very important. The account steward, such as the mission center or congregation, will continue to benefit from interest earned on the total balance in the account. The account steward can continue to withdraw funds from the account following normal procedures. However, the account steward cannot withdraw funds that cause the account balance to drop below the minimum balance.
As an example, if a jurisdiction, such as a congregation, has an investment account balance of $100,000 and the minimum balance is $65,000, the congregation will earn interest on $100,000 and can withdraw up to $35,000 plus any interest earned from that account. The $35,000 is the available balance in the account. The account steward will not be allowed to withdraw funds, causing the balance to drop below $65,000, which is the minimum balance. World Church leaders believe that the minimum balance will have limited impact on most jurisdictions. If jurisdictions are using the recommended spending rate of 4%, then the available balance above the minimum balance should support continuing mission and operations, provided there's no major market downturn. The minimum balance will have the greatest impact on jurisdictions that are spending more than 4% or jurisdictions planning a special project with a significant expense.
The minimum balances have been initially set at 65% as of 31 March 2019. As Jeff stated, 65% is the maximum amount that might be needed. World Church leaders will be working in the coming months to refine minimum balances. Minimum balances in actual currency amounts will be communicated to account stewards by the end of calendar year 2019. We know you have many questions. The Presiding Bishopric is still finalizing details with the Council of 12 and field leaders regarding the minimum balance calculation and implementation process. Communications will flow into the church as these details are determined over the next several months.
The Presiding Bishopric will annually review and decrease minimum balances as the church makes progress towards the $120 million Bridge of Hope goal. If the church works together over the next 5 years, we can meet the retirement responsibility and avoid a loan from the church's investments. We know this will not be easy. It will require difficult conversations about mission and assets that are needed to support mission, while also considering our commitment as a church to meet the retirement responsibility.
When we get to 1 January 2024, if the church has not reached the $120 million goal, we will have to borrow any shortfall from the investment accounts at 0% interest rate. The amount borrowed will not exceed the minimum balance that is set at that time. To clarify, the use of the words borrow and loan is for the sole purpose of expressing the Presiding Bishopric's intent to temporarily reallocate church assets held in investment accounts established by jurisdictions throughout the church to address the church's retirement responsibility. The use of the words borrow and loan does not create any legal obligation regarding the future use and control of the funds. It does represent our intent that as future funds are received for Bridge of Hope, they will be used to pay back any loan that is required.
Payback of any 0% interest rate loan borrowed from the church's investments will take an extended period and will be dependent upon 3 sources. 1, ongoing contributions to Bridge of Hope tithes. For example, if we have to borrow $30 million, there are over $30 million currently pledged through cash gifts and bequests to be contributed in the years following 1 January 2024. 2, net proceeds from continued sale of some program properties. As the church evaluates its mission and how best to be the church in the coming years, we anticipate that additional properties may be sold, freeing members from the burden of operating and maintaining expensive facilities. These additional sales would provide net proceeds for Bridge of Hope. And 3, net proceeds from the sale of historic assets. The Presiding Bishopric will continue to look for opportunities to sell historic assets, balancing missional and financial needs. For now, our focus should be less on the potential loan that may be needed in 5 years and more on the mission-focused conversations and related discussions that must be made so that together we can achieve the goal without having to take a loan.
This is a lot of information, and it may feel discouraging. However, church leaders want you to hear that there is a way forward. This story is about people, and it is worth the effort and can have a positive outcome if we all work together.